back to the channel, and today we have our Xing Fengshe XF-243 Rising Freedom. And let's take a look at the face sculpt. The face sculpt looks fantastic. I love it. Very sharp looking face sculpt, very reminiscent to the Freedom. It comes along with two variants of the faceplate. One has no vents, the other one has vents. And let's take a look at the body unit. The body unit looks really terrific. The hands or the arm unit is very reminiscent to the Destiny Gundam's arm unit, but it has a little bit of variation, especially around the shoulders. We got a very reminiscent looking waist unit from the Freedom. Also has the side cannons, kind of like the Freedom. It turns into those side skirts, and you also have a little bit of front skirt movement. Now the legs, they have these little unique fins down the calf of the section of your leg unit right there. It has some pretty good articulation as well. And we have the backpack. The backpack is, honestly, it looks really like a mobile armor on its own. It's very back heavy. Really much of the weight of the mobile suit comes around through the backpack. It has these little front fins that are very hard to take out if you don't have any fingernails. It's a bad time for me to cut my fingernails. And we also have the shield. The shield looks very similar to the Freedom, but it has a little bit of gimmick. We'll talk about that a little later. Resembles the Buster shield from the Death Sight. And if you have the rifle right here that reminds me of the Infinite Justice's rifle. Same goes with a double beam saber from the Infinite Justice. Now let's go ahead and connect the head unit to the body unit. Looks really great and is very solid. Same goes with the arm units. It's very solid. I don't have any problems with the fittings of this kit. Honestly, the bottom half and the top half of this kit are very solid. No fitting issues or whatsoever. And I really think that Xing Fengshe is slowly improving on that, and the plastic quality as well. So let's connect the top half and the bottom half, and bada bing, we have a solid looking mobile suit right there. A little bit of shake test, nothing falls off, really good connections. Now, as you connect the backpack to the main unit, that's when you start to feel the heaviness of the kit. It has a lot of weight down the backpack. And let's take a look at the shield unit. The shield unit is very similar to the Freedom, except that it's improved when it comes to the connection. There is a connector piece that also connects to the shield itself via ball joint, and I think that's a fantastic improvement. Now the rifle, like what I said, is very similar, reminiscent to the Infinite Justice's rifle, and if we take a look at that, it looks fantastic. Together with the Infinite Justice and the Freedom Gundam, the Rising Freedom, it looks really great together with these other Seed mobile suits. Now the kit has a lot of plastic separation and part separation, but this kit also is very sticker heavy, so that's not really cool. Now, aside from a physical shield, this kit also comes along with an energy shield, very reminiscent to the Strike Freedom. It's a little just cumbersome to connect. You need to take out that little red piece. It also comes along with the double beam saber, so it's like a hodgepodge of a combination between the Infinite Justice and the Strike Freedom, and a little bit of Destiny Gundam. Now, the physical shield transforms into this shield unit where it actually opens these two side panels, and it's very reminiscent to the Buster shield from the Death Sight. That's what I can remember. But the rifle has no way for you to insert it to the shield, so it's kind of just laying on the shield. So let's transform this kit into its full burst mode. All you got to do is just flip out those side cannons on the waist, and it will just point that out. And then you have to take the backpack. What I do is I just really take the backpack, disconnect it from the main unit, and then just flip the guns or flip the main cannons, and then just angle the wings. So you have to like bend that cannon and then just try to angle it. You're gonna have to look at the manual for this one, because there is a certain angle that you want to have as you try to pose the backpack. And then once you have that desired pose, the one that I just showed in the video, you just have to connect the backpack back to the main unit, and this is going to make it really heavy. It actually falls off, so you need an action stand for this. But if you find that center of gravity, or if you have an action stand, it looks really great in its full burst mode, and it's one thing that I really like. So prepare to shoot all those lasers and spam away. Now, the playability factor on this kit is really great. So aside from having a lot of different modes of like a beam, full burst mode, you also have the mobile armor mode. So let's try to transform that. All you got to do is flip out those fins down the back of its legs and then just angle the backpack so that you can flip out this nose cone. And then once you flip that out, make sure that the head is a little bit tilted backwards so that you can lock it in place. So it's going to have like a nose cone covering the head. And then as you do that, just flip out these little fins in front of the nose cone and then just try to angle the legs and then make sure that the toes are pointed outward. And then all you got to do is connect this little gray piece. It's like a connector piece that locks in. And then you're going to connect the shield to that. Now, the problem with this is that in the instruction, you have to move those little red things from the shield. And as you move that, these things fall off. That's the problem. So I don't have any problems with it in mobile suit mode. But when you try to connect it in mobile armor mode, things kind of fall off. It's a little cumbersome to transform, but once you have that made, it looks pretty solid. It looks really good, and when you connect it to an action stand, that's when you can see the beauty. So I like the mobile armor mode, very reminiscent to the bird mode of the Wing Gundam. So I like what I said, a little hodgepodge of mobile suits right here. The design of the Rising Freedom is really great. I kind of prefer the Rising Freedom over the regular Freedom and the Strike Freedom, so it's something I definitely recommend. And with that, let's talk about the things that I like about this kit. Number one, the plastic quality of Xing Fengshe has greatly improved. The vibrant colors, I love the blue, I love the white plastic on this thing. There are a lot of solid connections to this, nice play factor, and of course a lot of great part separation. Now, as much as I like it, there are still some flaws to this kit. Number one is that this thing, although there are some part separation, it's still sticker heavy. The stickers are not really that great because it peels off. It's extremely back heavy, so you need a back stand. And there are some cumbersome poses, especially in the mobile armor mode. So we're going to give this kit an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. And that's pretty much all the time that we have right now, folks. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the like, hit the bell notification, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, to all are one, peace out, rock and roll. Bye, everybody, bye!